Honorable Speaker of Parliament, the Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Cabinet Ministers and Assistant Ministers, Honorable Leader of Opposition, Honorable Members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, and viewers joining us on our mainstreaming platform. Misaya Ndavinaka. Honorable Speaker, I rise to deliver my statement on the progress of the Forestry Subsidy Program in Fiji. This program is overseen by the Ministry of Forestry with the main aim of assisting and promoting our forest-based business with a special focus on the rural-based and the resource-owning communities. Honorable Speaker, the Forest Subsidy Program was initiated 10 years ago in 2015. It was initially established to assist the forest resource owners in the processing of their forest resources in a sustainable manner for economic gain. The objective of the program was to promote the establishment of wood and non-wood-based businesses with a special focus on the rural communities. Since its establishment, the Forest Subsidy Program is now also providing financial assistance to the forest-based micro, small and medium enterprises with a turnover below 1.25 million through the purchase of value-adding machines to help in the growth and development of their businesses. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Forestry, using this Forest Subsidy Program, is to leverage the use of our forest resources to further develop the MSME sector, which currently contributes over 18% to the country's GDP and provides employment for approximately 60% of Fiji's labor force. Honorable Speaker, this program was allocated a budget of 50,000 during its initiation in 2015. The program was suspended in 2016 due to the impact of Cyclone Winston, in 2019, 2020, and in 2021, and the first half of 2022, due to the impacts of Cyclone Harold and the COVID-19, respectively. Funds were relocated for the much-needed rehabilitation work and COVID operations. It resumed again in August 2022 to July 2023 fiscal year with a reduced budget of $30,000. Honorable Speaker, in the 2023-2024 fiscal year, the budget had a significant increase under the new coalition government from $30,000 to $200,000. The significant increase in budget allocation is a positive sign of our government's commitment to support our forest-based MSMEs and empower our resource owners and other rural dwellers. Honorable Speakers, over the 6-year period that the program had been active, government had spent a total of $433,788. Honorable Speaker, this program has positively contributed to the growth of forest-based MSMEs, which have benefited our local communities. To date, 46 businesses ranging from individuals, small groups, cooperatives and companies have received some form of assistance through this program. When the program resumed in August of 2022 and in the July 2023 fiscal year, the Ministry of Forestry decided to take a different approach and to focus on the mahogany landowners to utilize the waste wood that is left in the forest after logging operations by the Fiji Hardwood Corporation Limited. The decision was made due to the availability of forest resources and also in line with a provision under the Mahogany Industry Development Act of 2010 to enhance the participation of our resource owners in forestry business. Honorable Speaker, this was done in partnership with Fiji Hardwood Corporation Limited and the Fiji Mahogany Trust using the private-public partnership concept. Honorable Speaker, the ministry started with training of 19 youths, including 4 women from the Wungalei district in the Tailevu province, for 6 months at the Ministry of Forestry's Timber Industry Training Center in Nasinu. After the training, the graduates were further assisted with the provision of value-adding machines, including the establishment and registration of the Nganovo Cooperative Limited for the district of Wungalei. Honorable Speaker, the ministry assisted the cooperative in securing a market supplying wooden furniture products to Courts Vision Group. In addition, the Nganovo Cooperative is also registered with the Ministry of Trade as a supplier of Fiji-made brand products. Honorable Speaker, to date, with the 30,000 forest subsidy assistance from the Minister of Forestry and the use of a workshop space with electricity and water and other technical assistance, the Nganovo Cooperative has produced over 170 beds with a market value of 150,000 Fiji dollars. The cooperative launched their export product samples to Samoa and Tonga in May this year. Honorable Speaker, the Nganovo Cooperative is still operating from a facility in Asino, going through the business incubation and mentoring programs. We are confident that these incubation programs will lay the foundations to enhance their current business agreement with Courts Vision Group and also help them access other resources, infrastructure, and guidance to develop new business ideas and establish their own manufacturing facilities. Honorable Speaker, in the 2023-2024 fiscal year, a total of 16 individuals and groups were recipients of our assistance under the program. I would like to share two such individuals with you today, Honorable Speaker. One being Mr. Viliame Koiroko, who runs a small joinery and woodworking business based in Nambukanda village in Nakorotumbu Coast in Ra. He had received $2,969 in assistance for value-adding machines, which included wood-carving tools, chainsaws, and other equipment. He is now providing a valuable service to the communities along the Nakorotumbu Coast in Ra, and you can also follow him on Facebook under the name Koiroko Joinery for more information. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Paras Ram, who runs his own business, Ram Industries, had his workshop partially damaged due to a fire. The program assisted him with a grant of $16,150 to purchase value-adding machines and replacement of some building materials to help his business recover. His business is now in full operation again, and he is selling wooden products between the Waila, Nosori, and Cornivia corridor. Honorable Speaker, this program has impacted a small number of individuals, businesses, and communities in Fiji, but has the potential to grow and provide more positive impacts to our forest-based rural communities. The Minister of Forestry is also working on a system to keep track of all recipients of this assistance and to try and capture their contribution to the national economy. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry is also committed to expanding this program nationally in the future to support our forest-based MSMEs. The increased budget allocation and partnership with communities, forest-based cooperatives, and MSMEs will enhance economic opportunities for our people while encouraging and supporting our ultimate goal of sustainable forest management. Honorable Speaker, looking back over the last 10 years, the Ministry of Forestry has learned a lot of lessons from this program. The progress of the program over the years has been a mixture of both successes and failures. Moving forward, the Ministry of Forestry plans to add two other components to improve our implementation of the Forest Subsidy Program, which are, one, to improve the selection criteria to ensure fairness and transparency, and secondly, to put in place an effective monitoring and evaluation framework that will enable us to carry out biannual monitoring of each recipient for at least 3 years after receiving the assistance. This might include the signing of an agreement between the Ministry and the recipient as a binding document. Honorable Speaker, the Ministry of Forestry will continue to focus on sustainable forest management, capacity building, and research to improve the economic contribution of our forest-based MSMEs and industries. Honorable Speaker and honorable members, I thank you for your indulgence.